Like we're talking about playing football.
Yeah, you know, like this is really like what we work for. So I mean, the talk is cheap, and I would rather just go out there and just play the game because this is just what we love to do, and this is what we've been practicing for all off season and then all spring ball, and then we come in here doing fall camp, and now we just get ready for the Gophers.
We asked Ty, Trevone, what can you promise the TCU community?
That every time we step on the field that we're gonna go all out. You can't promise a win and that's just something that you can't predict. But trust me, every time we get out there, we're gonna go 110%. So this is gonna get guys flying around. We're gonna play fast, and you know, Coach P always has the defense ready. So these are just things that's tradition for us, just TCU football period.
For you personally, Trey, how does this preseason compare to going into last season? Because it seems like it's about 180 degrees from where you were last year at this
True,
point.
but I mean, our mindset really hasn't changed, to be honest. Our mindset is just like we came off a 4-8 season, and then if, like Coach P says, I feel like we play better with our backs against the wall, and if that's the case, then we have to go out there and play like that.
For you personally, though, last year, one of the year, there was this perceived idea of whether you'd even be the starting quarterback, and here we are a year later, and you're a Heisman Trophy contender.
It's a blessing, to be honest. I mean, Coach Cumming and Coach Meacham has done a great job with the way we play offense, and they changed like our whole atmosphere and our whole demeanor about the game. So I mean, we have talent. It's the same kids from a year ago when we went 4-8. So really nothing's changed. It was just all about wanting.
Your individual mindset, though, was it different this year?
I've always had confidence in myself, so I mean, really nothing's changed with me. I'm all about just trying to win games. It's really at the end of the day, that's what really matters.
How much do you guys as players refer to the pyramid that you see every day?
Coach P refers to it more than us, but it always, if you look at it, and if y'all seen it before we came in, it starts with the non-conference schedule, and at the bottom is the foundation before anything else happens. It's chemistry with the team and just stuff like that. So. If you can get things like that down, then the working your way up to the pyramid is to the top is the national championship.
The first 3 games, I guess, it's lead no doubt. That doesn't sound like go up to Minnesota and win by just a point.
We want to play fast. We know they're going to come out and have a great scheme for us, and we're just going to try to play by our rules and just see how the game goes.
When you're sitting around with your buddies, so let's be real, okay? What do you guys say about how last year ended and not getting into that college football playoff?
To be honest, we're like so sick and tired of just hearing about last year because we're not the same team we were last year. I mean, we have a couple guys going on defense, we return a couple guys on offense, but we're not the same team. And this fall camp is the time where we had got better to see what we really were. And I feel like that's what separated us last year when we were doing fall camp is I feel like we grind like no other team in the nation. So when you have a guy like Coach P and then you got heads collide with like Coach Cumming and Coach Meacham, it's really just like the best of both worlds when you're dealing with us.
It is a different team, but the offense wasn't too bad last year. So how do you carry over, even though it's a different year?
You stay focused. Really, it's all about staying focused and once you put in the reps and you put in the preparation and you just try to get good things out of it. You play fast, you practice hard. You should see the results at the end of the day.
How do you manage expectations? We talked about the ranking. You've got team expectations and you've got individual expectations as a Heisman candidate.
Yeah, you do, but ultimately, like I said, it always comes down to winning games. And if I'm fortunate enough to bring a Heisman Trophy to Fort Worth, then I'll be happy, and I'm pretty sure the city of Fort Worth will be proud too. So it hasn't been done here in a long time, and right now we're just really getting ready for Minnesota, really not thinking about it ahead, and it's pretty much good with that one.
You want to talk a little bit about the secondary you're going to face?
I've been watching them since for a couple months now, and I know they have a couple guys returning. They're missing a couple key guys, but I know they're going to come out and they watch probably every game on us. I know they're going to come out with a good game plan. They probably watched a few games where we didn't do some stuff so good, and they're going to try to do the same thing. So I know they're going to play around fast. It's the first game of the year. And ultimately for us, really, it's all about executing, no penalties, no turnovers. So things like that is what gets you in the first game.
Trey, it's easy for people to look at the score from last year and say, well, what are you guys worried about? So how is this team different, or is it just because of how
Like I said, that a lot of people felt like we snuck up on them last year, and Minnesota was a great team. So when we went in and played them, we had a lot of pre-snap penalties, a lot of yards taken away, and we really didn't play up to our ability in the second half, and it kind of showed.
Trevone, no matter how far TCU's program has come, there's still those remote parts of the country where people are looking and saying TCU #2. That just doesn't sound right to them. How do you deal with the people who are still not believers in this program?
Well, our motto for this year is prove them right. So if they're going to rank us #2, we just need to play like we're the #2 team in the nation. And if there's haters and doubters out there, we really don't try to we put all that to the outside, and really the only people that matter is the guys in the locker room and what we preach about.
In terms of proving them right, how big of an opportunity is it Thursday? Not a lot of other games to compete with you guys as far as eyeballs on your game.
It'll be a big stepping stone for us, especially coming off that Ole Miss game. So I'm pretty sure they're expecting our team to just come firing off like we never left, really.
You say you guys play best when your back's against the wall, right? But your back's not against the wall now.
No, it's not.
It's different.
Yeah, and that's we try to approach it that way. That's the only way we try to approach it, like our back is against the wall. Just because when you got that bozo on your back and you're thinking about rankings and stuff like that, you never play as good. So we're just gonna try to play like our back is against the wall.
Trey, a lot of holes on defense this year. How have you seen those being filled when you're going good on good, and what have they been doing so far?
Coach P, you already know Coach P always has those guys ready. So that's one thing I'm never worried about is our defense. My main goal is to get out there and put guys in the best position to make plays, and hopefully that we can do that on Thursday night.
Coach talked a lot this year about your offense taking another step in year 2 in this offense. Have you seen any of that in practice? Are you expecting that?
Yeah, you got guys making plays all over the field. It's you got new guys that came in. You have guys that left. So I mean, we get to add a couple of new wrinkles to our offense, and it just makes us a lot better.
the coach that told us about you got to learn the bowling again when you kind of start each year. But with that said, how different will your game plan be? How much more will you guys have available for you this first game that maybe didn't have the first game last year?
Yeah, you know, we were just kind of learning this offense kind of last year, and now that we went through a whole 2 springs and a football season where it is, we learn what people can and can't do, and put some guys in a different position to see what they can and can't do. So we're going to go in with probably with a lot more plays than what we usually have, and just try to see what we can do.
I was just going to ask you about that because, I mean, how much faster is Meach trying to get you guys to go? What are we talking here?
If I really told you what speed he wanted us to move at, it'd be ridiculous. But, I mean, we're going to try to play fast as possible, to be honest. We know that we have a lot of speed on our side of the ball, and we've been trying to do this for a minute, and playing fast is our game. So we're just try to do it like that.
When he's tried to speed you guys up, especially like at the beginning, were there some miscues or some fumbles around?
It was just because it was so fast and so new to us, and once we got used to it, and the way we practice really made us so much better. Because when we have certain periods where we need to go fast, is no matter if you make a mistake, if you're going to do it full speed, and then we'll correct it at the end. So that's the whole thing. And now that we're starting to put clocks on things that we do during team things, so. We're just gonna try to play fast, man. That's the name of the game for us right now.
Is it safe to say it wasn't pretty at the beginning?
It's never pretty at the beginning, but you live with the end result at the end of the day.
Do you have a goal as far as like where the play clock is when you're snapping the ball?
No, not really. You get a pre-snap read, and there you go. You snap the ball, and whatever really the clock's on, and how fast you get lined up and get guys on and off the field with substitution and things like that. So. That's not really a goal that we have to snap the ball at.
What's the single biggest thing Sonny Cumbie's taught you?
The first biggest thing?
The biggest thing?
Ball placement, really being consistently accurate is like the name of the game. They can take a 5-yard gain to 60 if you put the ball in the right spot. So that's probably one of the main things he's taught me, and just how to be a leader on and off the field.